Hello members, welcome to today's video, and for those that are going to see this published tomorrow or whenever the games are done. So HLE D+, obviously elite matchup. D+ are performing quite well to start the season. A lot of people had question marks going into the year. I thought the top side of the Rift was going to be questionable. Of course, Siwoo is a rookie. Lucid did much better than many people expected. I've already said that twice, but the fact is, Lucid went to Worlds. He struggled at Worlds, but the fact he replaced Canyon and they still got to Worlds was notable. Showmaker not even playing all that well, and they got there, was indicative of quite a bit. I feel like some people kind of just write teams off because they finished fourth, like, oh, this team sucks. No, they're still a top 10 team in the world. Either, you have no perspective on what's good or bad, or you just like saying shit and spewing nonsense. I feel like that's common. It's too common in this community. But regardless, HLE D+, HLE, that top side of the Rift is still a problem. Zeus and Peanut into Siwoo Lucid is definitely a big deal. Showmaker and Zeka. Zeka is slightly better, but Showmaker, of course, could win that matchup. No one would be shocked. Bot lane duo, HLE favored once again. D+ do have a formidable bot lane duo, but in the end, I'm going HLE. 3-2-1 because of that top side. I don't have D+ winning this. I just don't. If D+ have a chance, it's going to have to be with Showmaker doing some work and the top side actually keeping Zeus and Peanut at bay. Talon, Viking Esports. Talon hitting some road bumps towards the end of the split here. Viking Esports performing quite well, especially with a young topside in Kratos and Guri, as well as Sulong as a support role. Shogun and Kadi doing their job. Talon, though, known commodities, right? We know this squad. Aja, Karsa, Fofo, Betty, Woody. So, it's one of those things. If Viking Esports do not perform at their best, they will lose to Talon, without a doubt. Talon does not even have to play at their best, necessarily. They just know how to win a game. They've been around the block. I am taking Talon 2-1 because, Viking, I think, have a better top side. I think right now Kratos and Guri are outperforming what Aja and Karis are doing. But the mid lane, Fofo is playing great League of Legends, and I think he can take advantage of Kadi in this one, be a little more impactful in the damage department. And I think Talon, just respect the fact that, Shogun could be a problem and they win it. Gam CFO. Messy, right? Gam win, today. Not a big shock. Expected a 2-0 victory. 2-1, and they win 2-0. Or did I predict 2-1? It doesn't matter. I predicted Gam. So, top lane. Who does CFO play? Raster Driver into Kiaya. That obviously is going to still be a tough matchup. Kiaya is better than both, but not extremely better. Not to the point where it's oh, there's a diffy here. Jungle role. You've got Junja and Levi. That's as even as it gets, in my opinion. Mid lane, Hongq, Ares. Hongq is doing better statistically. Ares impacting the game in other ways. Oftentimes you don't find players that statistically look bad and still impact the game. Usually when we look at the stats, players towards the bottom, generally speaking, are most of the time thought as worse. Even by the eye test, if you actually look at the stats. Now, sometimes in the middle, things get mixed up, but generally the bottom players are the bottom players, top players. Ares is dealing, it just is impacting the Rift in other ways. But Hongq is a little stronger in the traditional sense of what a mid laner brings. Bot lane duo, Doggo and Kai Wing into... Why do I even have to... Artemis Easy Love, that's a big deal. Who are they playing in this matchup? And then Elio. So, CFO, I have winning this. Yes, I'm 2-1. Would it shock me if Gam won? No. No, it wouldn't. The top side is too strong. Kiaya Levi is a very strong top side. And although I said Rest and Driver can compete with Kiaya, Junja is even with Levi, Gam are capable of winning this matchup. This is probably 60-40. So, thank you for being a member. Hope to see you again tomorrow.